Okay, welcome to some more Risk content. Today we have round 3 of the Vikings Tournament, hosted by Driz, and we're currently waiting for Harlow to join, but before he does, let's have a quick go through of the players. We have Apes, rocking the yellow, haven't played a little well in the ranked modes, but we don't play as Harlow. We have Johnson the Lancer, Master in 1v1s, very good online FA record, Mongoose, uh, well known in the scene, pretty good player, pretty good player. Very good player friends as well as online FA. Plasma, who has his own Discord, uh, runs a couple tournaments out of there, very solid online. We have Carlo, another good player, not too looking to play games with him. There he is, lots of player friends, as I say. And then finally myself, I'm still Grandmaster apparently, and a beautiful 69 to 51 online FA record. Not as great as my other friends, but that's fine. And so, excuse the cough, I've not been feeling great, but we're here, we're recording, we're playing. Here we go. And so, we are playing the, you've got to seal the world tree map. This is a not allowed to hold bonus. Yeah, we're not allowed to hold a bonus until a player gets killed. Which I think is pretty funny, bearing in mind this spawn. I can't take that bonus. Before you pointed out to me, I literally cannot take it. Let's get some alliances going. Let's get alliances going with everyone. That is pretty funny. So, first up, Plasma's going to take on the yellow 2. Not sure H is a big fan of that. Now, this isn't awful. Don't get me wrong, it's not good. It is not good at all. But it's not awful. We can use this portal to try and create another position. Hopefully, this 2 up here is hittable. Otherwise, it's not looking great. Another player who doesn't have a 1 to hit for a card. I obviously cannot take on this one, even though I would love to. I can, however, take closer to myself, or onto this portal, probably onto the portal. So just have a look at the bonuses on this map. We have a lot of +2s all around the edge, everything +2, 4 or 5 territories to hold them, and then it's a +6 in the middle. Very unique map, this one. Not very many maps like this at all. It's always good to see different things, different ideas. That's nice. See, that there from black allows me to now take here if I want to. I still don't because I have to add 2 more troops over here, which is still bad for me. He's even allowing me to combine these positions, which I would love to do if it was fixed. But we are playing a progressive game with the unstable portals, as I mentioned. So, with it being progressive, we're having to look at kill guards. We have a lot of dark corners this game. The unstable portals make it a bit easier for that. But we're looking at places like down here in, I'm not even going to pronounce that, in that corner. This is all in a line, pretty easy to run at the end of the game. Something like this, you're going to have to come down and sweep through a long way. Now, as soon as someone holds a bonus, we are allowed to take a bonus if we want to. So as soon as someone dies, we are allowed to hold a bonus. I'm going to add a troop here, we will take on this orange 1. I'd really love a little bit more position-wise. Like having the central. Really like having the central. Do I split the central as well? I think I do. Okay. I think I actually make this all of my troops, and I split them in half. I think I go 4 and 4. I think I go over there. So now we're looking at what could potentially be a 5-position game if I'm allowed through the portal. Would really like to get to the other side of the board here. If I can't, then I can't. No big deal. Interesting as well on this one, there's a lot of kind of corners that you need to have. So you can see I could fortify in from the 2 to my 4. Blue could also attack from this 1, well, when he had the troops, he could attack across in that corner as well. So it looks like corners where you need like a place like this, at a 4 corner. It looks like both corners work, which isn't always the case, something to look out for. That's good. You see, again, we're just kind of assuming for this game, from what we know so far, that if you have something on a corner, you can hop across. It doesn't have, you don't have to be adjacent, you can be diagonal from it. Now, if anyone is to hold a bonus, their forfeit would be to bot out instantly, and then they place wherever their bot places. Which is pretty harsh, but if that's the modifications, if those are the specifications of the game we're playing, then that's what we're playing. So, we have one player behind us, they're the blue player. We have difficulty for now getting into the bottom left position. Everything else we're pretty good at getting to. It looks like I'm not going to be allowed through portal. It's just going to have to stay there as a 7, which isn't great. Not the end of it, but not the end of the world there. My card this turn is taking it to 4. I think I will add over here. Yeah, I think I'll add over here, even if I can't make it another position yet. If a portal opens up and allows me to create that other position, it's very good. So we're just going to do that. We're going to leave these separate and try to create the extra position, at least there. So coming after second turn, we are pretty high on the troop count. Obviously, going towards the end, you get a couple of extra troops to make up for that lack of tempo, which is much more useful in progressive than in, well, in fixed it helps you actually keep up, whereas progressive is just kind of a nice bonus. Which later positions might not always need. Back around to plasma. With this troop count, I'm not against just kind of staying central as a general strategy here. Can we potentially get behind the 9 over here? That would be good. Probably be more likely to go from this way there. If I want to get this position, then my attack this turn is to add everything to 5, hit the 1, prepare to go through the portal, and then from that I can create 2 different positions again. I like that as an extra position. Nestled away in a corner that I have a tough time getting to, and then it gives me perfect lines on blue as well. For later. We are next to blue here, next to blue here, and next to blue here. We're only missing this position. If we are able to get onto this portal, we then have a very tense relationship with blue. We have great lines on them, they have great lines on us. The advantage being, of course, is that we go first. Now, blue's counterplay to this is just taking that portal, of course, or potentially pick out the stack if they wanted to. I'm not going to make it too obvious that I want to go there. I will be taking the card there this turn. I'm actually going to also buff up these positions as well. Delta 5, and we're actually going to create an outside position. No point blocking ourselves behind the blue 5. If we can open ourselves up to everything else as well. No harm in that. The other thing with this is it gives blue a nice easy card over here. It does kind of combine these positions in a sense, seeing as we'll be splitting this one off. Maybe not the worst. Maybe not the worst. This is currently quite an aggressive line that we're being forced to run here. A lack of early positions is really constricting our potential to play the safe game. Red will create an extra position. I like that. Red is very spread. Red is very, very solid early position. Fire. Good take in that corner. Harlow, what are you doing to me? Huh. Yellow isn't going to want this position. You might take the portal, which would suck a little bit. But he's not going to want the position though, he's going to go... Interesting. Split that off. Looking to do something similar to what I do. Okay, I have the set on 3, which of course we have on first trades when we don't want it. I'm going to take this through the black portal over here instead now. We don't have our lines on blue, which I would have liked. But it's not worth hitting for a black 4 to get that. It's just not worth it. Blue still has a card down the bottom. Or he has this card here, which I don't mind either. Board's getting pretty constricted for a just play progressive game. This is well done, this is not 70%, even though it does somehow somewhat look like it. We have a lot of cards ourselves, which is good. Another future opportunity to create an extra position. It doesn't look like it's coming. Now, the way Plasma's playing this, I'm not 100% convinced that he knows the stipulation. So takes himself out in the centre. I'm slightly scared of this 7 going after my 4. Hopefully, so we saw yellow separate these two to try and create an extra position. So I'm expecting this 4 to attack down this turn. That should allow my 5 to move in, which is where I would like my card. I can of course take on the red one, or the blue one down here if it doesn't happen. I think attacking up is more favourable too. I'd be surprised if he didn't just move everything to try and separate those. And seeing as he is now creating an extra position for me, I will do the same back. We'll however add over here. Perhaps not my best. But someone else doesn't know the tournament stipulation, and they take a bonus and they hold the bonus. That's on. We have a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes. We should have looked at +2s, we didn't look at +2s, so that's something we should have looked at. I don't think we could have really forced one. This area around here is way too tangled up. Way too tangled up over there. This we only just got access to. This we were never going to get. This we could have taken, but it would have combined our positions, which are pretty combined as it is. But accepting that they're combined and just having them be combined is two very different things. Plasma has a card up here. Let's hope they remember that. They also have cards acting into the centre. Looks like they want to take it with a forward by one. I think a couple of troops could definitely afford to move out. Completely retreat out of that portal. Interesting. Effectively moves himself a position there. This was a pretty safe position. At least until people start going for kills and trying to take isolated positions, but that's where you want your position to be. I'm going to get rid of that. This was a very good position, and it just got traded out for a very central, very aggressive position. I can't currently hit my 10 and shift it 3, not that I want to, because I'm next to it anyway. Blue can't get it. I may as well just take the card there. I don't see a reason not to just take the card there. I would also like to take my card off the 5 down here. If I can isolate these two away from each other further, that would also be a good thing. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. I don't see blue getting an extra position from having this. Plus it's next to me anyway. We are going to get 12 troops there, plus our default 3. So we're going to go to 50. How do we want to spend them? We don't need to add to the 10. We have 4 other positions. Make everything 8s or 9s. It's pretty good. Or we could try and keep some imbalance in the position as well. I don't think I need to add much to the 4. If someone's going to kill a 4, it's not much more to kill 5. Same for this 5. If someone wants to kill a 5, it's not much different from 6. 10 is a stack I can attack with. So I think I'm still going to take my card here, 5 on 1. But I think I'm actually going to add most central. We've got about 10. Put this position over here. Another 10. Up over here, and then actually something like this, I think is better for me. Unfortunately, 8's moved out of this, so that's no longer an extra position, really. It's just kind of a one random troop in the way, not really a different position. So maybe having a lot more in this corner would have been better, where someone has to hit through a lot more troops to get to it. I don't mind it though. I really don't mind it. These are interesting portals. Interesting in a good way for us. These are portals we can be aggressive with. We have set on 4, which we do because we have set on 3. These are portals we can look to kill blue with. We only have to hit through above 9, that is it. code from the 12. We can hit the 1, the 5, portal through to the 9 and 12. If we have to hit through orange 1, we have to hit through orange 1, that's fine. Should connect across the corner. This 12 just hits the 17 and the 1, and this 11 hits the 12. This portal on the red 9 is very important for us. Where do I get a card? I get a card up here. Somewhere it doesn't cost me troops this time. That's even better for me. No one has to hit that one. Don't need to add to the 4 to hit that one. Blue comes through, that's a bit annoying, so we move and leave it up there. Everything goes over 12. Everything goes to attack this 12. See if Mongoose spots the threat. If he has set on 3, very big for him. But it would also put him at the front of the turn order, trade, instead of where he is at the back. Okay, now we have to calculate it as possible. We need people ahead of us to trade in right now, if we want this to be a thing. Does anyone have lines up us? Yellow, looking in backwards order from us, yellow has a tough time hitting this corner. It's flying over here, flying in the middle, has to add a lot to hit here, hasn't got straight lines on the 14, makes it difficult for yellow to get us. Same with black, black has a very tough time getting to this 14, not a great time getting to the 12. Red has a tough time getting to the 12 and 14. Orange traded, which is very good for us. There's now 6 and 9 next to each other. Let's give that one of those. Orange obviously didn't go for it, so you don't have to worry about that. I think I have blue here. Red doesn't trade. That's a little wrinkle. Luckily, that also means that red doesn't get to add to this portal. So that's a positive and a negative. Okay, another non-trader. This puts our trade currently at the 25. Is anyone else an easier kill? We've lined ourselves up for blue. Is anyone else easier? Is yellow easier? No. Yellow is not easier. I think it just has to be blue. And if I get this, then I get the 25 and 30, I get 55 total troops for hitting 50. Double trade? Oh, this is big. No, not double trade. Trade in turn, I go to 3 cards. I think I do this. I have enough here, but I need to hit through... Yes, let's work out this first. I need 16 to hit through that, I need like 20... to hit through that, I need the rest over here. Let's do the risky bit first.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
I have a chance at it, which is why I'm doing this, but it's no, it's not a chance anymore. I couldn't get through that. I couldn't get through the other. I had a good chance of that kill, and if another person had traded, I have it, but unfortunately, not to be this time. I shouldn't have hit that at the top. I thought I could hit through this and through the 11 somehow. Maybe I meant to hit through the 12 and the 8, but then I'm blocking myself off. That doesn't work. No. I shouldn't have hit this. This was a really bad hit. Hitting that was very bad. Everything else, I'm very happy with what I did. But this hit in particular, very, very bad. Unfortunately, it's hurt red, who, fortunately for red, is the next person to trade cards. I'm not worth a trading turn to anyone, which is a positive of being at the end of the turn order when you go for something like this, even if it fails. Now, red should be looking at black and yellow. I think red should be looking at black. Just has to hit through a couple of 1s to the 7, hit through a 5 to the 6. Has lines, but it's taking too long. What's the plan? Take a card and pass it on. I think that's a misplay from red. I think they had a kill there. Let's see what Harlow does. Harlow has to kill yellow right now. This should be about 13, 14, hit through the 1s. Doesn't need to it. Yeah. He needs to get into the middle. Needs to not forget he needs to get into the middle. So this should be a bigger stat, in my opinion. But I don't mind this either. 5, 1, 9, 1, 1, 11. That hits 8, 5. It's risky, but that's risky as I want. Nice. Not got it. He's not got it. We've got a manual at this point. 1 for 1. Ooh, that's an early blitz. You have better chances with the manual. You have the extra troops that you wanted to try and blitz through orange to get through to that. Another interesting turn. Now, obviously I can't be killed for the second turn, I can still be killed. It's a card. I now guaranteed a card in the centre. Taking a win. Nothing else. This is playing very well for red. It's doing very well for red. I just added 1. I am allowed to take a card, because now anyone with 3 cards can kill my 2 cards and set in turn anyway, so I may as well go up to 3 and see if I can get set with 3 and stay in the game. I have no reason not to take that card this turn. Good. We are going to run into the corner. Hi, that is not a trade on 3. That is not a trade on 3. Now, Mongoose put themselves an extra card behind everyone else by taking the skip on the turn before, which I'm not personally a fan of. I don't think it was necessary. There was no killing him for his cards, when I had the same number of cards and many less troops in many less positions. Not many less positions, let's be right about that. Wasn't many less positions. He had 2 positions, but many less troops nonetheless. Plasma with the set on 3, playing it super safe this game. Is he looking for a kill on me to just exist longer? I think he is. Oh, he is not. Looking for a kill on me. Oh, interesting. Does he have something? What I wonder. Taking too long. Cal messes it up because he took too long. Feeds the kill to red. Io is not in the way, he has the portal, he kills black. Chris will kill black. Set in turn, and I think it's sweep season coming in. Plasma from his misplay will get rewarded for being first in turn order. Yeah, everyone's a set in turn. I'm assuming it's me next, but it could really be anyone. I just have the least troops. Seeing as everyone's a set in turn, it may as well mean me next. Chris will get a lot of kills with his first place here. I will look back through the footage to see how badly I rolled. I wasn't really looking at it all the time. I don't think I rolled well. Didn't feel like I rolled well. We'll have a look through it and I'll look at it later actually, see if I can see if it's still there in the battle log. No, it's not. Here comes Chris, sweeping through everyone. That's 3 kills. Messed up his pathing for Mongoose, but it doesn't matter, it's 45 internal. But it's going to be a heading point even after this. Well done by Chris. Right place at the right time. Sometimes being the first person to hold onto your cards can be advantageous as you saw. You're the first to act. As long as you don't get killed, of course. If you get killed, then it's no longer good. But this one here is a good game. Well done, Chris, getting first and 5. The full points coming out of this one. And I will see you all next time. I'm going to put in the description, see how badly I rolled or how well I rolled. See if that was a kill I could have done. But yeah, see you guys next time.